Hi, Michael Waite from 99.5 WJBR, and my good friend Anthony Carter asked me to share Christmas memories with you. I don't know that there's a specific one Christmas that stands out above the others, only because I've been married to my lovely wife for 28 years, and every holiday's been a joy. Probably the most memorable happened when we had kids, two boys, Matthew and Jonathan. The first one that I can remember is that my dear parents came up for the holiday and left a rather large box for my oldest son Matt, and it contained a scooter, of which it was expected that we would put this together before Santa Claus would arrive. So I open up the box, and the retailer that they bought, that shall remain nameless, and all the instructions were in Japanese, and there were no English instructions, and it had a handbrake. So I figured this is an opportunity now for me to probably maim my child if I don't put this together properly. So spent a good portion of the evening, probably about 4 hours of that night, putting that piece together. That was a thrill. That's number one. Number two also involves putting together a fine piece of machinery. By the way, those are the three words that men hate the most: some assembly required, around the holiday season. My second was Jonathan, my youngest, had this great desire to have this little red Corvette, one of the battery-operated cars that go like about 3 miles an hour and they tool around the neighborhood in it. So we were able to get it for him. Up till about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning putting this thing together. At 4 o'clock, guess who wakes up? And goes, as he's not supposed to, sneaks downstairs. And comes back up into the room, running into the bedroom, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Ma, Ma, Dad, he brought it. Of which, after been asleep about an hour, looked up and went, "And if you don't go back to bed, he'll take it away." That kid sat in that car all day. He ate in the car. He had lunch. We never got him out. And maybe once in a while he'd open the door and close it, and that was about it. That was probably, I think, probably one of the most memorable. And I think finally the greatest memory of all, and actually Jonathan reminded us of it a year or so ago. As kids go, and struggling college kids don't have a lot of money. So Kathy said to John, he said, "What do you want for Christmas, Ma?" She said, "I want a story from you." So Jonathan wrote this story about what one of the most memorable Christmases was to him. And it happened to be when we had moved to Ohio. We at the time had a house in Michigan that we were paying for, bought a house in Ohio. So yeah, it's 2 mortgages, not making a whole heck of a lot of money at the time. And it was a pretty lean Christmas. And one of the gifts the kids got were radio station mugs. Killed us to do it, but it's coming in later years as we talked about what had transpired and all that other. He wrote to us as that was his most memorable Christmas, because it wasn't about what he got under the tree. It was about the fact that we were all together, and it made me cry when the first time I read it. So this is a great time of year and I hope that you and yours have a very merry Christmas and a happy holiday season, and a very safe and joyous one as well. It certainly has been historically a great time for our family, and I hope it is for yours as well.